Good morning. I'm your South Florida lawyer, Patrick McGeehan, and I am your best friend at your worst time. Here's an issue I deal with a lot in family law cases, particularly divorce cases. If you ever went through a divorce, or you ever had know anybody that went through a divorce, or you ever read anything about divorce, you know it's a highly emotional process. No matter what the issues are, there's a lot of emotions involved. A good way to make your divorce a whole lot more difficult, a whole lot more emotional, and a whole lot more expensive is to introduce the boyfriend or the girlfriend into the case. The courts really don't care. As long as you're not wasting marital assets on the new boyfriend or girlfriend, they don't really care, and they're not going to do anything. It may be against the law in your state, adultery may be on the books still, but the courts really don't care unless there's a waste of marital assets. That being said, the emotional toll that it will take when you interject that person into your case can be enormous. Let me give you some examples. And I give examples from real life cases that I actually handle. And it goes both ways, of course. There's boyfriends and there's girlfriends, but let's face it, it's usually new girlfriends with the husband involved in the case. Here's the case that happened. A couple are going through a divorce. They still live together. Husband has a girlfriend. Girlfriend finds out wife is going to be out of town on a certain weekend for a family funeral. Girlfriend goes to husband's and wife's house, meets up with husband there. They do the dirty in the couple's bed. Little does he know, she's recording the whole thing on her phone, the audio of them engaged in the dirty and walking around the house and all this other stuff. She takes that recording, she emails it to wife with a very detailed written description about the inside of her house, her bedroom, her bathroom, and exactly what took place. And if you don't think that caused an explosion in the case, you're sadly mistaken. Boyfriends and girlfriends can get out of control. The next thing you know, domestic violence injunctions are flying around. Side chick gets into it with husband. Side dude gets into it with wife. Side dude and side chick get into it with each other, and it can get totally crazy. And all this does is add considerably more stress to you, stress to your children, and the expense. My recommendation for clients, although they don't always follow it, and they're free to do as they please when it comes to that, I just want them to understand that it makes it a lot more difficult. Do what you will, but I'm telling you, it makes it a lot more difficult. Save yourself the agony, because the divorce process is brutal enough without it being more emotional than it needs to be.